What is up, everybody? It is your boy, the Salt King, and we just got the bracket reveal for what is probably the most exciting bracket and tournament in the history of grappling. The under 80 kilogram tournament at the Craig Jones Invitational. With that being said, we're going to start a new series here on the channel, and we're going to be going over individual matches for the Craig Jones Invitational under 80 kilogram division. I'm going to be doing breakdowns of individual matches and going over the competitors' list of accomplishments and what I feel will be their keys to victory for each match. As per usual, if you agree, disagree, don't like what I'm saying, please go down in the comments and let me know what you think. Let's get right into our first matchup.
I know some people want the real competitiveness of everything, but we just want to be able to go out there and kick the shit out of somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, right?
The first match that we're going to cover is Tye Ruotolo versus Jason Nolf. The fans got to vote for the top four seeds on the CJI page, and Ty ended up being the number one seed of the event for the under 80 kilogram division. I personally thought it was going to be his brother Cade, and that's who I picked as my number one seed, only because of his recent accomplishments and things that he's done on the mats. He's completely dismantled everybody that he's competed against. But if history has taught us anything, it's that Ty has actually beaten Cade every single time they've competed against each other, at least in the adult divisions. Tye Ruotolo is the current welterweight submission grappling world champion under one championship. Under the one championship banner, Ty has looked completely unstoppable. He's taken out some of the biggest names in the sport, such as Joseph Chen, Isaac Michel, Gary Tonin, and then a list of Dagestani and Russian fighters whose names I'm not even going to try and pronounce. There's real good reasons this guy got the number one seed. This is the dude who was like 16 years old and took fourth place at ADCC in 2019 when he was just a blue belt. Granted, he's been training all of his life, but still, man, going up against some of these guys that are all just juiced to the gills when you're only, a young guy and only a blue belt is pretty insane. He also took third place in the absolute division of the ADCC 2022, which is just batshit crazy considering that division is full of some of the biggest roided out guys that you will ever see in your entire life. He only lost to Nicholas Marigali, who he went head to head with in a super close match. On top of that, Ty is also a gi world champion under the IBJJF banner. He's also won just, multiple matches everywhere else under the Who's Number One banner, stuff like that. To be totally honest with you, if I went into Ty and Cade's credentials over all of them, then I'd probably be sitting here for the next 4 hours and we would never stop talking about him because that's just how good these guys are. Ty and his brother are known in the grappling world for having the nastiest Darce chokes in the world. But make no mistake, these guys, especially Ty, he can go anywhere in this match. He can wrestle with you. He can play guard against you. He can do leg locks with you. He can darce you. He can play top game, bottom game. Doesn't matter. This guy is just good everywhere. So there's nothing in this tournament that I don't think anybody can really show him that's going to surprise him or catch him off guard. What I personally feel like are Ty's keys to victory for this match going against a wrestler like Jason Nolf, I feel that Ty should be setting traps, especially off the takedowns, looking for those good scrambles, but looking for traps as in kind of like giving up the leg, not giving up the legs, but catching Jason off of certain scrambles and stuff like that. So set traps off the takedowns, look for the Darce choke, and leg locks. Everyone knows a lot of wrestlers have problems with leg locks. They spend so much time on top trying to keep their balance. They have really good base that they tend to give up their legs a lot of times, and that could be an easy way to success maybe for Tye Ruotolo in this match. I feel like. Here we go with Ty's first opponent in this bracket, none other than Jason Nolf, the first wrestler that we have here. Jason Nolf competed out of Penn State, in which he competed at the 157-pound weight limit. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not the biggest wrestling fan in the world. I do know some of the wrestlers, and I keep up with some of it, not always, but some of the bigger names you always hear of. So I had to do some homework on him and kind of see what his accomplishments were. And he's got some pretty crazy shit. He's a three-time NCAA champion, which everyone knows that is no joke to get just one NCAA championship. And this guy's got three of them. He won in 2017, 2018, and 2019. He's also a four-time national finalist for Penn State University. This guy was still competing even into this year in wrestling, where he went to places like Croatia and was gold medaling out there against some of these guys. So he's still active in what he does, active in the wrestling world. And he's recently, I know, taken up jujitsu. I don't know how long he's been doing jujitsu grappling, but he does do it. There's videos of him having matches out there. There's videos of him training in it. So it's not like he's not going to know submissions and know what to do, but obviously his pedigree is going to be wrestling when it comes down to it. And I think that's what he should use to try and win this match against Ty. Everyone knows wrestlers have really good bases and stuff like that. If you ever rolled with somebody who wrestled for a long time, they're extremely difficult to move, especially from like a guard or something. So that's probably going to be one of his strong points in this match. My keys to victory for Jason Nolf are pretty simple. I mean, it's going to be really to take his time and try and play the rules, maybe. But I feel like if he's kind of going side to side, not really backing up at all, kind of pushing, maybe pushing Ty towards the wall and keeping him on his back foot. I feel like maybe that's his best way of winning this match and kind of using maybe wait until the end of the round to make something explosive happen. Because I feel like if he just darts right in for a takedown or something, Ty's going to be prepared for it and catch him in something. So my keys to victory for him: play the rules, avoid leg entanglements, and take his time. My thoughts on how this match will end and what I think is going to happen. I really think Ty will catch Jason in something, maybe even early on. I think he's just going to be too good. He has too many weapons. Jason's main ways of winning are kind of, like I said, playing the rules a little bit, kind of not really engaging too much in scrambles with Ty because Ty's going to be prepared for all of that, and he's too much when it comes to if he gets shot on, he's gonna catch a Darce. He's gonna enter in the legs. So I think it's gonna be Ty by any kind of submission he really wants. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you agree, disagree, think I'm completely batshit crazy, whatever it is, go ahead and drop a comment down there and let me know. It's pretty crazy that the very first round of this division, we have one of the best in the world at Brazilian Jiu Jitsu versus one of the best in the world at collegiate wrestling. Takes this match. You have two men with unlimited gas tanks when it comes to this type of match. Master of the Darce, Tye Ruotolo. The NCAA champion, Jason Nolf. Two men from different places in the grappling world. Can Jason Nolf use his superior wrestling to upset the #1 seed of the Craig Jones Invitational? Or will Tye Ruotolo be able to use his relentless submission attacks to get the job done? Tune in August 16th in person at the Thompson Mack Center or live on YouTube for free. Craig Jones Invitational.